slot and inversion are proud to support the show and encourage everyone to visit the inversion L39 Albatross and Wiley Scott Mark on the final ramp. Right now, we've got our P-51 Mustang with that beautiful sound of the Rolls-Royce drum. And following that, in the P-47 Thunderbolt. All right, as we watch out here right now, coming around off of a downwind leg, you can see our 4 Warbirds have joined up. They'll be coming by in parade review. As we watch coming by right now off of air show left, we've got our team of Warbird aircraft coming on target. P-47's very, very rare to see on the air show circuit anywhere in the world. They have 2 of them, and both of them could in the P-47D and the N version here. Coming down our show line right now in a double stack, coming right through. In the lead is the P-51C, on the left is the P-47 November, and on the right is the P-47 Delta, and in the slot is the Corsair. Our left wing Corsair is, our left wing P-47 is being flown by Bernie and Vasquez, and our right wing P-47 is being flown by Evan Fagan from the Fagan fighter team up in Minnesota, where they have got one of the largest collections of World War II aircraft and memorabilia anywhere. Off the left wing, the P-47, off the right wing, a P-47, and in the slot, that is the Corsair. All right, coming by right now in parade review, you can see them coming through. Great photo opportunity, very big foundation aircraft. Listen to the sweet sounds of that Rolls-Royce Merlin V12 as he comes by in parade review. From air show left. Show line. And now Evan Fagan bringing that big P-47 right down there below the treetops at max cruise right down in the deck. Followed by Ray Fowler in the Corsair. The Fagan fighters ready to fall. Ray rolls right on around, do the maneuver every fighter pilot wants to do at the end of a mission, the victory roll. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Fowler in the Corsair. And those 2 aircraft have headed for Minnesota. You know. Sun Expo, from your right, Bernie Vasquez and the P-47 high-speed run right down the runway here. And now the center show left. Above the treetops now, he powers that airplane up into the vertical and hunts for the sky into that gorgeous blue Missouri sky this afternoon. Now he tilts his head back in the canopy, at over a half a mile overhead. He lets that nose come back down through the rise and established himself on a 45-degree downline. He does 1/2 of a 4-point hesitation roll. Lake shell, that's Bernie Vasquez in the P-47. Now as Bernie extends into the right end zone. Once again, down there below the treetops, powers that airplane up again. Sun reflecting off that highly polished aluminum on that P-47 coming across the top. Once again, Bernie lines himself up on his FAA-mandated air show control line while diving inverted. Now he hesitates right there. A 4-point hesitation roll, 2 points thereof, and comes right back at us here, diving in on that 45-degree downline, extending out. Rumble of that big 14-cylinder 2,000 horsepower engine as he swings around out there off of air show left. Look at that as Bernie carves that sky into 490-degree slices. There's 2 to the inverted. Every 90 degrees of that roll, he stops the roll. Beautiful 4-point hesitation roll. Exits stage right. And there goes our Mustang down the show line. That is the unique C model version of the Mustang. It has that bubble canopy, very distinctive bubble canopy. But this particular one, a little bit earlier version, the C model, and the vertical fin is also slightly different. The dorsal fin up on that is noticeably different as well. But right now, you're going to get another great view here of the big P-47 Thunderbolt of this P-47 Thunderbolt. That pretty much is like the St. Louis Arch, isn't it, right there? The big old P-47 Thunderbolt 2 flying it right around the outside of the St. Louis Gateway Arch. Right back down our show line out here off the left side, bringing it down onto the hard deck, accelerating through, brings that nose up again, flies it right on up and around. Look at that, that is a beautiful climbing roll as he comes across the top, stops it in the inverted, flies it right on through, lets that nose come back down to the rise, and lets that wing start to play at that good Chesterfield air as he extends into the right end zone. Taking it right back down there to the treetops. He extends out there, going through 250 miles an hour, and now eases that stick back into his lap, hunts for the sky, rolls exiting air show right. By giving you a nice top planform view of the P-47 right on through Bernie Vasquez and the Dakota Territory Museum P-47 Thunderbolt. That aircraft was the rave of the big sport aviation event up in Oshkosh, Wisconsin in 2023 as it had just completed its full restoration and made its first public appearance there. So again, what a treat it is to have with us here at the 2024 edition of the Spirit of St. Louis Air Show and STEM Expo. Fans, let's give a great big hand to Bernie Vasquez and the P-47. Now you can see we've got the P-47 is in its landing configuration. The landing gear has been extended. He's got the wing flaps down. He's got the airspeed where he wants it. He's on downwind to land out here. His preferred flight school, located here at the Spirit of St. Louis Airport, is in its 7th year, providing excellence in flight training and aircraft maintenance. If you're ready to start your piloting story, they invite you to come fly with the best. Check them out at their booth or give them a call. Again, that's Elite Aviation right here at the Spirit of St. Louis Airport. All right, as Bernie Vasquez taxis back in the big P-47, actually known as the Jug, the Thunderbolt, as they taxi in. We're just a few moments away from launching the first of our F-35s. This is the C model, the F-35. This version was designed and built out right off of aircraft carriers. It actually has the wings fold on it to make it a little bit narrower, a bit more on the deck. But right now you can see there's a cloud of smoke out there off of